I spent 30 years in corporate, and I'll tell you something. Every single time I turn around, I see people just like you, current and or emerging leaders who hit the nail on everything. Their KPIs are green, they stay late, their team seems to be flourishing, and even they themselves are doing good within their leadership. But here's the thing, they never, ever, ever get promoted to C suite. Well, I call it the good student syndrome. What does that mean? That means you feel like if you get an A plus on your KPIs, if you get an A plus because your team is doing well, if you get an A plus because the deck went fantastic, if you get an A plus because you were actually doing everything and it's working out fine, then you feel like you'll be promoted to executive. That, my friends, is farthest from the truth. You're thinking like an employee and not an executive in corporate America. Here's the secret sauce regarding your leadership identity, because I want you to stop thinking like an employee and think like an executive. When we talk about leadership identity, the psychology behind this is when you get to executive, executives are the face of the business. The employee is the one that does the work behind the business. Boom. So executive level, we don't pay for work. We pay you to be the face of the business. And what does that mean? That means that along the lines, as you're moving up in your leadership trajectory, you have visibility. At executive level, we're paying for the face of the business because they are the ones that embody the business. They are the ones that are looking at the future of the business, whereas the employee is the one that's doing the work behind the scenes for the business. So if you're watching people less qualified than you get to the next level in their leadership, I've only got one question. Have you thought about your leadership identity as it pertains to visibility? The more you shrink back and hide behind the spreadsheet, hide behind the team, the less visible you are. I keep telling you, if you're not in their eye line, you're not in the pipeline. So stop selling effort and start selling identity. You are invisible because you are doing too much work behind the scenes. I need to move you front and center in front of the appropriate executives, the decision makers, the stakeholders, so you can share your wins. And the moment you share your wins, that's the moment people begin to see you even more. So as a leadership coach, we stop you from acting like a high paid laborer and start looking at things from a high paid executive that is highly visible and that knows and understands the game in order to move forward. If you need more, this is what I teach in my one-on-ones as well as in the leadership cohort that's coming up. Like, comment, and follow, and let me know in the comments if you're busy or if you're productive, if you're invisible or you're visible, if you're the face of the business or if you're hiding behind your team, your KPIs, and everything else that's happening within leadership. Like, comment, and follow for more. Happy leading.